The world has seen countless murders, but one killing stands above all others. One death that has shaped the world. Malekith, son of Aenarion, was betrayed. The elven princes crowned Bel-Shannar as the second Phoenix King. So Malekith brooded and poured his hate into a single cup. Malekith toasted Bel-Shannar, then stepped over his dying body and into the sacred flame of kings. But the fires stripped his flesh, and with a final scream, he hurled himself back from whence he came. His body was taken north, and a suit of armor forged. Malekith was reborn. The Witch King, and in his shadow, legions raised. Decades of civil war followed. Then Malekith embarked on the most ruthless of plans. His sorcerers would unbind the magic of the Great Vortex. Created by Kallador Dragon Tamer and his elven mages, the Vortex siphons the winds of magic, keeping the demon tide at bay. Malekith's spell was flung at the Vortex, but Kallador himself broke through the mists of time to deflect the titanic force back at its casters. The Shadowlands were ravaged, sundered.
You live. You die. You live. You die. Servants, you amuse me.
The dragon with two tails hangs in the sky, and you indulge in petty games.
You summoned me, Your Highness. You bring this witch here.
She is well versed in lore and prophecies.
She will betray you, my son, as all have done.
She is indebted to me. I have her soul. Step forward, Felicion the Heartkeeper. The comet disrupts the Vortex. Whilst it is weak, a prophecy can be fulfilled.
Of a king who consumes the heart of Ulthuan. My son will take its power and our vengeance.
Find the Oracle. She knows what to do.
I am willing to serve, to earn my soul's release.
Hello guys, and welcome to a new Total War Warhammer 2 playthrough today by me, Vulcan. Today I have for you another campaign. This time we're going to be starting a new campaign as Malekith and the Dark Elves. So this is a live streamed campaign, and by that I mean the VODs of the live stream will be the episodes for this campaign. So please bear that in mind, as there will be like some sort of chat interaction that may not quite make sense, but I try and make it as clear as possible. But either way, let's have a look at the Dark Elves. Their race attributes are as follows. Black Arcs. Powerful naval units that can replenish forces, recruit new units and forces, and bombard battles within range. That's pretty cool. Slaves. Provide a bonus to provincial economies at the cost of reduced public order. I'm not quite sure what the balance will be like with that throughout this campaign, but we'll definitely give it a go and find out as we continue. Murderous Prowess. Dark Elves receive the favour of Cain in the form of increased combat performance should they kill enough enemies in battle, Now that is probably one of the coolest parts about the Dark Elves. If you kill enough, you get your army buffed, and then you're laughing. It's great. As for Malekith's faction effects, Malekith gives a percentage of XP earned to other lords, which is, I think, really nice. It's kind of got it marked red as like a bad effect, but I think that's actually a good effect, because it means that you can level up low-level lords quicker. Diplomatic relations plus 30 with the Cult of Pleasure, because the Cult of Pleasure is owned by his mother. Increased chance of loyalty loss for lords of a higher rank than Malekith, which I don't think is really going to happen throughout the campaign. We'll use Malekith for every battle, so he should get very far ahead. Loyalty plus 2 for new recruits. And honestly, I'm not really sure about the loyalty mechanic, but we'll have a go with it throughout the campaign, of course. And Lord effects, upkeep minus 50% for Blackguard of Nagrand, Dreadspears, Bleak Swords, and Dark Shard units in his army, which is a lot of upkeep reduction, so we'll probably focus on those particular units for his army. So it's going to be a pretty linear army. As for additional starting units, we gain the Blackguard of Nagrand, which look really cool, and the Reaper Bolt Thrower, which is a artillery unit that will come in very handy early on to force engagements from the enemy. We are going to be playing on very hard. Let's get straight to it.
The fulfillment of a dark prophecy beckons, my subjects. All have felt the unraveling of the great Vortex by the twin-tailed comet. Yet, we are not alone in seeking to yoke its power. The Undervermin march against us in number, driven to suicide against my wrath in service of some mad scheme. The Skaven run rampant across the wastes of Nagaroth in my absence, plundering its arcane resources. My return shall ensure their agonizing deaths. Yet the Vortex remains the greater prize. It shall be mine.
Here we are on the Dark Elf campaign. How they play. Dark Elf factions capture slaves in battle. Slaves provide additional income but can negatively affect public order. Slaves can also be sacrificed to perform rites. So, I guess instead of spending money, you just sacrifice slaves, which I guess works a lot better for how I play. I'm very aggressive in my armies. I like crushing them, so that's nice. We're going to get lots of slaves, I think. Black Arcs, by performing a sacrifice to Mathlan rite, Dark Elf factions may summon a mighty Black Arc. These powerful floating fortresses can be used far from home to raise armies, recruit units, and support invasion forces with aerial bombardments. Pretty crazy stuff. Okay. Let's get this show on the road. We got to ensure that one of the following buildings has been built. So the Dark Elf Hold. Sire, the race to dominate the Vortex will be a long one. While I seek to fill the goblet with life force, I beseech you to prepare the infrastructure of the kingdom to make this endeavour more efficient. It is time to upgrade.
The Undervermin concentrate their movements around sites of magic, looting artifacts of great power. Skaven are pitiful cowards. They would not seek war with me without good reason. We must counterattack and discern their motives.
The Skaven are at our doorstep as well. They've got a rather large army there. So we need to build this, the Dark Elf Hold, which is probably something that we would do anyway, so I'm very happy to do so. And we need to capture and occupy a settlement belonging to Clan Septic. You are right, sire. Act quickly and flush the infestation from the ruins. Do not let the Ratmen take what they seek. Capture their filthy nests. Cool. Right, let's maybe go and attack this army. It looks, like I said, quite big, but pretty sure that Malekith and his dank elves can take them on. Yeah, this should be pretty simple. The balance bar is in our favour, and the leadership of these units is very low, like compared to ours, which is a lot higher. especially the Blackguard of Nagrand. I think these guys will do a lot of damage. They're anti-large, which isn't ideal, but I mean, look at their melee attack, weapon strength, and so on. Really, really nice. All right, let's quick save this and fight it on the battle map. Straight into that battle. Not sure if we've bitten off a bit more than we can chew from the offset, but I believe in Malekith. I really do. Alrighty, so it looks like we've been given a nice hill, and we also have artillery, so this could work really, really well. That's awesome. Okay, let's get our spears to the top of the hill then. Then we will have our dark shards on sort of each kind of flank with the artillery in the middle. That's what I'm looking for. Good stuff. I'm probably going to have the spearmen a little bit further down, just because then we'll be able to fire over the top a lot easier, I guess. Go down a little bit further, and that way we can move him up. Is that good enough? I think these ones are fine down here. These ones maybe not so much. Maybe if we do that, we'll have Malekith just stand in the middle. Like an absolute badass. So let's have a look at the units as well. I'll have a good look at them. We're going to turn off skirmish mode on these dark shards and put on guard mode instead, so that I can continue to use them. There's Malekith. Look at his armor. It's absolutely awesome. I'm going to gamble for more wins while we're at it. And we will start the deployment. There we go, Malekith there. These are our dread spears. They're pretty damn awesome. We also have the dark shards, which are crossbowmen, and we have the Blackguard of Nagrand. These guys have a really awesome looking halberd. I wonder if they've actually modelled them to use them correctly, because it's really funny, because halberds are basically spears that you use to like stab towards somebody and then like pull them back, like pull their shield off them, or like pull down their arm or something. And that blade on the side that looks like an axe is actually just to like slice arms and like pull stuff back, whilst the other person behind you like continues to stab forwards with this bit on the end. But in these games, what they do is they actually like make them so they do like an overhead hit, which is completely silly. But either way, let's go ahead and start the battle. I'm going to change these to multi-shot rounds.
Army marches into battle with great powers, my lord. Be sure to make use of them.
We have murderous prowess at the top, which requires us to get 558 kills. On the right side, we have the Lure of the Pale Queen, which is an army ability, which I think just stops people in their tracks. Pretty cool. We also have plenty of magic. What's the range on that? It's actually pretty long. Okay. Tons of magic power reserve as well. Get these bolt throwers firing, and I think what I'm going to do, we get the Lure of the Pale Queen and put it in the middle, and I can literally just clog up all of these units and have the Reaper bolt thrower just go at them, which is really cool. Because that's kind of like the net of Amarok or whatever it is. Yeah, so they're in range now. Like if I do this,
Kill things, then mark bodies with musk spray.
they're gonna walk into it. They are as well. I think it just like stops them all in their tracks. Oh, getting some crazy artillery strikes there. Especially in the middle here would be a good idea. A multi-shot is pretty crazy.
No one squirt musk. Elf thing's weak.
Yeah, Rex, David. I don't think it's actually killing many of them, but it's definitely doing a lot of damage. Right, we can get Malekith to help us out with his Winds of Magic as well. Oh, that's a really awesome ability as well, actually.
Battle ready. Battle ready. Coming. Shooting. Scatter.
Dark Shards are firing away.
Bloody carnage.
Very, very cool. They've got like the Japanese style crossbows where they can just reload them by putting an arrow in the top, which is really cool.
Dark Elves.
Right, let's hit these clan rats on the right side. I'm also going to attack these Night Runners, because those Night Runners are ranged forces. And meanwhile back here we're doing a lot of damage. Let's get Malekith to use another one of his winds. And the fantastic thing about Warhammer 2 is you can actually turn the winds. Oh, lovely. And let's maybe stop all these lot. And then we can continue to fight the ones we're up against. Brilliant. Dark Shards just getting loads of free kills. I think the majority of these men are running away. Well, okay, the Blackguard and Nagrand just sitting there at the moment, doing the job. Nice stuff. Let's attack the units all the way far back. I think we've crushed them already. It's caused like a massive chain route. Let's try and get rid of these guys on this side. And I think that's job done. They're all running. This is exactly what I was talking about when I mentioned the bad leadership of the Skaven. We don't want to like kind of fall for this though, because they are, I think, coming back. Yeah, they're all coming back again. So we're gonna basically sort out our lines again. Probably use the last lure of the Pale Queen.
I will have destruction.
That skill is so damn awesome. Using Frostbite as well, which is nice.
Eager for battle. Slay them, Dark Elves. We understand.
The true king.
By Cain.
Alright, I think they're running again.
Dark Shards.
Chosen.
Yep, they're all running again. Nice. There we go. Chain route. Job done. End the battle there. Close victory. And we'll end the battle. Hello everyone who's watching on the stream. Thanks for coming. Wow, our artillery got a lot of kills. Malekith did a decent job himself, actually. Those Dark Shards. I think the ranged units in this game are just so damn good. We could take some money, but we probably want the extra unit replenishment because we need to attack this army again. Could take the unit experience, but I don't think we need it. Like 16% replenishment is really, really good. And we get some more slaves. We get the first slaves that we've ever had. Do love a good bit of slavery. Crown of Command has been gained. That's actually really good as well, because that allows us to make one unit unbreakable. We're going to go with Route Marchers first of all, because it's just extra campaign map movement range is really nice. We've encountered Mung. Actually, that's a good point. Let's have a look at our diplomacy.
Relations with foreign powers may be managed through diplomacy, my lord. Consider your situation carefully before accepting.
Right.
Dreadlord, awaiting
Canon
command.
Car. They are -10 with us.
You
Let's
shall
do
speak
aversion.
and I shall listen. Then we shall see. Indeed.
Cool. So they actually accepted a non-aggression pact, which is cool.
Lord of
We could
the
probably
Black
do that with the
Court
majority
is a
of
dangerous
the
place.
Dark Elves. Actually, it's probably a decent idea.
If you insist.
What now?
Forge bound.
You try my patience.
And they don't really like us very much.
Fear my
Argana.
malice. The Druki are malicious and cruel.
Let me have a look at this province here. Great Arena. It's, I think, completely owned by these guys. And did we sign a non-aggression pact with them? I think we did. Oh yeah, we need to choose a technology as well, so we may as well do that while we're here. Extra growth, extra income from raiding and post-battle loot, recruitment cost reduction. I think recruitment cost reduction would be better early on. So we'll probably get that. We also get the unit experience, yeah, so that's nice to have early, because that means that all of the units that we get from now on will have the extra unit experience, which will be really good. Right, let's go into this diplomacy. And we don't want to get non-aggression pacts with everyone.
Cruel and deadly.
We get a non-aggression pact with them? Yes, we did. Okay. That's fine for now.
Master of cruelty.
But we do want somebody to attack.
Malevolent Lord.
Noble of Nagrand.
I guess we could take out all of the Skaven here, and then take out maybe the Norskins to the north. Is there a provincial one? Because we might be able to take out this one here. Let me just go back a sec. I'm going to sort all this out. Daldrak's Lair. So that belongs to Carond, which we don't have
Druki nobility.
a non-aggression pact with. I think once we're done with the Skaven here, we could probably go and attack these guys.
Dreadlord,
And
awaiting
what we'll do is we'll get a
command.
non-aggression pact with Haggrafe here, or maybe just
Come
a
now,
trade
time
agreement
is
for now might
precious.
be an
Speak,
idea.
Speak.
Okay, never mind. Yeah, but I think that's probably a good idea.
Favored of the words are crucial, don't you think? Pick yours carefully.
Right, payment please.
Denied.
Okay, we'll go normal non-aggression pact, or not.
Tyrant.
These guys don't
Behold
think we're
the
going to
Black
attack for a
Court.
while, so
Few see its splendor
we can get
and live to tell
the
of it.
trade agreement there.
Yes.
Cool. Well, not the trade
Words
agreement yet,
have the
but
power to
the non-aggression pact for some cash. So we already made a bunch of cash, which is just good. I do have another 2.5 hours of playing this game, so let's just continue with turn 1, which we are still on. Probably just going to auto-resolve this battle if I can. Yep, may as well. We already beat them. And we shall take the Enslave again for extra unit replenishment. And I'm assuming this will be their settlement, so maybe if we're in range we might be able to go and attack that as well. But let's level up Malekith again. Have a look at the rest of his abilities. He can get Sephiron, which is, Seraphon, which is a really, really awesome dragon at some point, which is totally cool. Sadistic is a nice trait to have. Extra armor, piercing, damage, charge bonus, and melee attack. That's a very nice bonus. Tyrant, war leader. So if we're going to have him as a provincial leader, then Tyrant would be better, but we're probably going to have him as a war leader. So yeah, that looks good. Wow, you can get income from looting settlements and sacking settlements plus 50%, and income from post-battle loot plus 50%. Getting this would be ideal. Reach equals grasp early on. Getting the Sea Dragon Cloak maybe later on to make him really good in melee, especially when he has Seraphon. But I think for now we're just going to keep him as mainly a mage. So we'll go for Chillwind. We can get the cooldown reduction on Power of Darkness, which is really strong actually. Word of Pain uses melee attack and melee defense. That's cool. That's really cool. And then Blade Wind, what's this? A Vortex. Ah yes, we could definitely do with the Vortex, especially while we're fighting against Skaven. Let's go to Har Caldera here. And, yep, it's a settlement. We don't have to fight this again. Boom. Job done. Fabulous. So, don't get too much money for looting or sacking this, and I don't think it's worth the slaves just yet. So we're just going to occupy it, because this is the second settlement in the province. Don't want to affect the public order too badly. That means we can go and get Kael'ra, which is the last of the province's settlements. Mission successful there as well. Capture and occupy the settlement belonging to Clan Septic. And we get Scrolls of Hecate.
My torturers report that the rats have made their audacious attacks on Druki lands purely to hold them while they loot the artifacts they seek. I shall enjoy prying their twitching, dead hands away from the treasures they steal from me.
I think Malekith has some mummy issues there. Getting a bit angry. Let's see. A wise move, sire. Do not let the vermin get any tailhold on sovereign Druki lands. Continue the purge and secure the whole region. 2,000 and extra scrolls. We've already got 6,000. If we can level up Malekith again, let's get Blade Wind. I really want to try that out. We can also recruit some dudes this turn. Now, it's just fantastic that the upkeep is so low on these guys. They're not as good as like the High Elves, but my god, they're still really, really good. That's turn 1 done. We took out the Skaven army, we took 1 settlement. I mean, we've done a lot in turn 1. I think everything else is done though, in terms of slaves. Currently got 223. How is that affecting public order? -1. Okay. We're going to have to get like a public order building here. At Har Caldera. Do we need the artisan's house? What else can we build? Let's have a look at the buildings. So we need something that can affect public order. We go to Nagrand here. This one gives us +4 public order. Next one gives us +6 and then +10. So we will definitely be needing that. For Har Caldera, I think getting the growth early on would probably be a decent idea. Not sure if we necessarily need the defensive buildings. Like the watchtowers will probably be nice. I'm just not sure if we're going to be attacked here. Or here, for example, because we're going to be moving on from there with Malekith. Income is decent for now. I think we just keep the income. Yeah, we just keep the income. That's fine. Alright, let's move on to the next turn. Finally. Finally. These lands are really, really damn awesome. We've got faction encountered. We've actually encountered 2 beastmen tribes.
And cruelty on the lesser races in the name of your dark god of bloodshed.
Okay, let's jump into our diplomacy again. Maybe we can get some trade agreements going this turn.
Lord of Fear. I'm sure your little message will be most interesting.
Nope. The attitude is improving though, which is nice.
Whilst you can, we will hear you. Foolish request. Yes.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. What about these guys? Don't really want to be attacked by any beastmen anytime soon. I'm sure other people will destroy them for us. Oh, they will probably give me quite a lot of money if it's high chance. Yeah, never mind then. We'll just go for the 300. Actually, let's just add like 400 maybe. A little bit extra cash. Every little helps. We recruited quite a lot of men this turn. Not sure we're going to be in range to attack Killer. Where are we? Let's go for it. Oh, no, we're not. Oh, well, that's just irritating, isn't it? We'll just fast move back to our... or march back to our land so we can get some extra replenishment. I guess ideally what I would have been able to do is move here, like maybe in camp, get some more troops and then attack Killera. That would have been a better way to do things, but it's fine. Just puts us back a turn on recruitment. Nagrand will have its stuff finished. We can move straight on to the next turn. So we did loads in the first turn, but now we're just going to be skipping. Hello Alex on the stream. Hello to everyone watching. Right, let's get this army to go and attack Killera now. Not sure there's going to be too much here. Nope. Skaven revealed they didn't really have time to make a decent army. We crashed them on the battle map. I think you guys love a good fight, don't you? So let's quick save it and do just that. Also, it'll probably save us some casualties anyway, so it's probably worth doing. Because we can use all of the skills we have available. Scowl pose. What are those? I think he's got some clan rats and... not sure what those other ones are. I will eventually get to grips with all of the new units. I really think all of the nations in Warhammer 2 have really awesome unit rosters.
Our missiles will darken the skies.
Right, this is looking a bit dreary. We're good, let's start the battle.
Your
The spearmen to move
weapons
forwards.
may prove decisive in the coming battle, Commander. Bring
Let's
them to
go
bear
ahead and
against the
slam
enemy
those
from
clan
afar,
rats
but be sure to
with
protect them
the
as well.
multi-shot rounds.
Guards. Forward.
Lord of Nagrand, set it
Ooh.
forth.
Hello. I really wish I could put the Vortex down there. That would be so damn good right now. What's the range on it? Oh, the range isn't that great.
Druki, cold-blooded killers. Terror and death.
I crave battle.
Right, so I guess what we're going to do here is probably put a wind across there. I did a nice amount of damage. Nice to see that the archers can actually fire over the top. On this right side, we're going to put a vortex down. I'm going to put it too close to my lines just in case. Oh my. That did so much damage. Martial prowess is already nearly there. Crazy. I think we just slammed them. Like, this is just... they're just dead. They're just so dead.
Die, weaklings.
Malekith.
Nice. Make sure we're hitting the Night Runners so that they run away. And we'll continue to hit them with the artillery as well.
Slaughter them. Dread spears.
The Dread Spears, they're actually getting very much ahead of themselves.
Cold-blooded killers.
But yeah, we are destroying those Night Runners. I think we've lost actually quite a lot of men on the front line there. To get those spearmen to go help them out. Probably cause that chain rout soon. Might actually be taking just a lot of friendly fire there, honestly.
Dark Shards. Without question. Destroy. Die, weakling. Bloody carnage.
Cool.
Blooded killers. By Drakira. Dark Shards. Dark Elves. Red spears.
Come on, men. Do the job. As if they're going to get onto my Reaver Bolt throwers. Surrounded here with the Blackguard of Nagrand, but fine.
Dark Shards. By Cain.
Come on. Kill off these Skaven. I swear these Skaven, they have really low leadership, but they come back very often, don't they?
The merciless host. Die, weaklings! Blackguards.
Yeah, the Blackguard there. Doing really well, actually.
Dark Shards. Dealers in death. We understand.
And that's a chain route.
Blackguards.
Nice. Plague Monks. Could definitely have been Plague Monks, Alex. Didn't get to find out. They're clan rats with spears. There we go. That's what they are. What's 155 men? Would that be less than the auto-resolve? Probably not. Those will probably be more, actually. Maybe we should have played a bit more defensively, but I wanted to rush to the high ground. Malekith got so many kills. That Vortex just did so much damage.